1.1 integers. I can identify, compare, and order integers.
Layla, can you identify, compare, and order integers now that we've done this lesson? Or do you think you can?
Yeah.
Awesome. Everybody give Layla a candy. All right, so you guys, in our notes for today, here's what we did. We talked about 3 vocab words, but I think the most important word is integer. An integer would be a set of whole numbers and what?
Opposites.
Thank you, good job. So if I gave you like the number 3, that is an integer, yes or no?
Yes.
What is the opposite of 3, everybody?
-3.
Is 1 7/10 an integer?
No.
No, because it is not a whole number. It is a whole number and then part of a whole. The 0.7 is part of a whole, right?
Yes.
Positive integers and negative integers would just be numbers above 0 and below 0. We're going to move on to number 2. Number 2, we talked about how to write integers, or how to read integers and then write them. We talked about keywords like loss, like above. Here's loss again. What do those keywords, someone raise your hand, what do those keywords help us to do? MJ.
Identify integers.
Identify integers in the fact that...
Like, loss means you lost something like negative, but above means positive.
So this means you're going to be dealing with a negative integer, right? The word above is probably dealing with a, or not probably, it's dealing with a positive integer, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And then our cheat sheet, we don't always talk about the cheat sheet when we do our videos, but we say know the keywords to determine whether an integer is positive or negative. Inequalities. There is a trick to remembering this one, the less than. What was the trick to remembering less than, Samaya?
It looks like a sideways.
It looks like a sideways L, right? Okay, and then we also talked about the alligator thing, yes, no?
Yes.
The alligator always wants to eat the...
Bigger number.
Is 3 bigger than 1?
Yes.
Is 6 bigger than -4?
Yes.
Is -2 bigger than -11?
Yes.
And then the most underused tool in all of math is the... What's the most underused tool in all of math? Number line. I always say whatever is to the right on the number line is the bigger number, right? So if you look at your number lines on your desks, whichever number is further to the right is going to be the bigger number. Okay, the last thing we did then is graphing on number lines. And we graphed the integer 2 and -25 and then their opposites. I know in science class you guys have talked about when doing this one, you graph by increments of 5, right? Because -25, you can get there from 0 by going by 5. What if I gave you the number 70 and -70 to graph? What increments would you use? 70 and -70. Samaya, again.
You could go by 10.
Would you go by 10s?
Yeah.
Could you go by a different number besides 10s? Is there something else you can think of that would work? What else could you use? Amina? MJ?
35.
Well, yeah, 35 would be okay.
35, then 70.
25 wouldn't get you to 70.
15.
15, would that get you? That would get you, no, that wouldn't get you to 70. How about like 7? Would 7 get you to 70?
Yes.
Okay, so just think about different ways in which the numbers are compatible with one another. So you're graphing intelligently by using different increments is really what we're looking at. Questions?